The time is 11 o'clock on this late Friday, December the 29th, 2017. It's time now for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Friday, December 29th, 2017. Good evening, everybody. I am Peter J. Wiggins. It's 11 o'clock on this late Friday night. Top story in the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Friday night is... Bronx grandmother found dead with baby called her daughter and mid-mass place. They're gonna die as a George John 12 dead in Bronx fire was the cause of a child playing with a stove. At least 2 dead, including a shooter in a workplace gunfire in Long Beach. In Kansas, a police officer fatally shot a man while responding to an emergency call now called a slaughter and prank. Iranian city is hit by anti-government protests. NYT deported feds in puppet to interview with Trump. State Department posts Albanian emails found on Anthony Weiner's laptop. Trump said China was caught red-handed selling oil to North Korea. Beijing denies it did anything wrong. Gunman kills 11 in attacks on Coptic church Christian-owned shop in Egypt. Exclusive Russia takers field North Korea via transfers at sea, according to sources. Ex-football George Weah faces many challenges in Liberia. CNN meltdown over white truck with a blocked view of Trump. Trump lays out immigrant deal demands. Rubio GOP tax bill probably went too far to help corporations. Cheap Amazon shipping leaves the Postal Service. Summer report, Trump said. A family is suing in Alaska Airlines after an elderly woman fell down and Alaska died of injuries at the Portland airport. Ripple overtakes Ethereum as the second largest cryptocurrency. Goldman takes one-time $5 billion hit from the new U.S. tax law. Pale blue dot, beautiful planet, the best astronaut images from Earth generally bring 2 supermoons, a blue moon, and a total lunar eclipse. The biggest rocket launches and space missions we're looking forward to 2018. NASA released a 7 photo of Enceladus and Saturn's rings. Flu rats by the 36 state CDC reports. Trump terminates HIV AIDS Pulse Advisory Panel and member C seeks replacements. And Peter is 11:01 on this late Friday night. Time now for a sports report. Attleboro Blue Bombardiers girls basketball team fall to Bishop Finn 54-26, while the boys basketball team from Attleboro defeated Bishop Finn 61-48 tonight at Attleboro High. Our state quarterback Denzel Ward sitting out at Cotton Bowl against USC. Georgia's scheming to slow down under the for Mayfield in the Rose Bowl. Aggies 55-52 bet loss was one of the team's more crushed defeats at 2017. While number 20 in Northwestern edges Kentucky in 24-23 Music City Bowl in Tennessee. In Nashville. Peter Children's time is 11:02 on this late Friday night, and it's time now for Treasure Report. Beep beep! Let's study off on the MBTA where the shuttle bus is replaced in Metapad trolley service and both directed due to trolley accident at near Cedar Grove. And Orange Line, due to truck condition, over July trains will use reduced speeds southbound between Community College and Dundalk Station until further notice. And on the commuter rail, Fairbairn Worcester Line, train 531, 8:35 p.m. from substation to operate 15 minutes behind schedule between Wellesley Hills and Worcester. Regular Franklin Line service will be zooming into delays as a result of errors in the stable train that is now clear of the single track. Individual alerts will be sent. Haven Line, train 225, 9:20 p.m. from North Station departed. North Station to operate 10-20 minutes late due to late turner equipment. And on the ferries, they are looking good. Okay. Highways and byways of New England on this late Friday night. 7 New England highways are looking good, but up north in northern New Hampshire, in Vermont, Interstate 89 on both ends of back at Montpelier, Vermont, Maine turnback to the southbound side, Lowell 202 in Lewiston, Maine, 295 on both ends back around Route 95 in Augusta, Maine, and Route 1 on the northbound side, Lowell around Brunswick, Maine, Interstate 878 on southbound side, Lowell after 7 Quebec and upstate New York to Vermont, and Interstate and onward 50 on the northbound side, so it's 7 Quebec and towards Montreal. Peter Children's time is 11:03 on this late Friday night. Time now for a weather report and take a look at the radar satellite. It shows Traces of snow off the southern Maine coast and a few patchy snow flurries down around southwest of Letsabaga Lake, Maine. Some patchy snow flurries down around Lewiston, Maine, and around Brunswick, Maine, and Yarmouth, Maine. But otherwise, another clear and a cold, frigid night for much of the New England states. While to the west of us, we're seeing some lake effect snow showers down around western New York, down around Buffalo, and snowing from much of western Virginia down from northern West Virginia and down around southwestern Pennsylvania, around Pittsburgh, and down in much of Ohio from Cleveland down to Columbus, down to Dayton, and down around central portions of Indiana. Now, another band of snow showers from eastern portions of Iowa, down from north central Illinois, around the Chicago area, and snowing between Madison and Milwaukee, and then snowing around western and eastern portions of Michigan, and then snowing in western and east central portions of Ontario, around Toronto, around Lake Ontario. And snowing southwest of Halifax, Nova Scotia. And time to see where the storm's gonna be, where we can get the snow. You right? And it'll be clouding and snowing off the coast, and the snow will be around Pennsylvania and New York State by about 6 a.m. and then 8 a.m. will be snowing much of PA and southern New York State out of northern western New Jersey, and approaching the western Mass and Connecticut by about 9:30, and then it'll be beginning to snow around New York City and southern Connecticut by about 11 a.m. and then 1 p.m. will make its way towards southern Rhode Island, and then 3 o'clock will make its way towards southeastern Massachusetts by about 3 o'clock, and then it'll continue to be snowing, so expected a quarter to 1 inch for much of northern Rhode Island and northern Bristol and Plymouth County and Boston vicinity, 1 to 2 inches from central Rhode Island and central Bristol and Plymouth County, expected 2 to 4 inches or more on the Cape and Islands of Massachusetts. Okay, take a look at the current conditions around the region. Right now, Naughton at 7 above with a humidity of 74%, 2.0 barometer throughput 17 inches, and it's steady, and wind speed is calm. Right now, our forecast goes like this. Mostly clear tonight, with a low at 2 above, with calm wind. For Saturday, a chance of stormy afternoon. Mostly clouds, got have at 22 degrees out of level wind. Chance base is 50%, new circulation less than 1 inch possible. Starting night, a chance of snow being for 11 p.m. Clouds got a common park clouds about 8 above. Light variable wind, chance base is 30%, new circulation less than 1 inch possible for Sunday. Sunday, the most good spot, high about 15 watt, 1 below, winds northwest about 5 to 9 miles an hour. New Year's Day, Sunday, the most good sky, high about 11 below, about 1 above. Tuesday, Sunday, the most good sky, about 16 watt, 8 above. For Wednesday, most of Sunday, the most sky, about 27 about 13 degrees, chance base is 30%, with a chance of snow, winds and that. Thursday, chance of snow, Putty Sunday, the podcast about 25, about 5 above, chance base is 30%, and for Friday, most of the sky, about 16 above, and that's giving it for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Friday, December 28, 2017. Peter J. with I. You have a good night with a good positive age of the doll. See you tomorrow morning and more important. Hope you have a good night.